I didn't block her. I didn't send a farewell message, raise my voice, or slam the door. I simply walked away. When your heart grows tired of giving itself to someone who never meets you halfway, you stop searching for closure. You search for peace instead. And that's what I chose, not because my love for her disappeared, but because I finally loved myself enough to let go. I assumed she had moved on easily, that she replaced me without hesitation, that my absence barely made a ripple. But one rainy evening, when I opened my door, she stood there, soaked through, silent, clutching remnants of a life I thought she'd abandoned. What we shared wasn't a wildfire, reckless and consuming. It was quieter, steady, built on conversations that stretched late into the night, on grocery trips where we instinctively grabbed each other's favorite things. She knew me, my fears, my scars, the way my breath faltered when I was close to breaking. And still, it wasn't enough. Slowly, she faded away. First came her silence, then her distance, until I was the only one holding the weight of what we had. I once asked her what had changed. She only shrugged and whispered, "I don't know." That indifference cut deeper than anger ever could, and so I walked away. I didn't beg. I didn't plead. I didn't fight for scraps she called love. I packed my things, left the key on the counter, and with each step away, her indifference grew lighter on my chest. Peace, even if it meant loneliness, was softer than the ache of being unseen beside the person I adored. In the weeks that followed, I pieced myself back together. I savored quiet mornings, returned to books I had neglected, took long walks without needing permission or explanation. Peace wasn't a final place to arrive at. It was a choice I had to make every day, especially on nights when I missed the familiar pain of her. I sometimes wondered if she had found someone else, someone who got the version of her I never could. But I reminded myself, it didn't matter. She had made her choice, and I had made mine. Then came that night. Rain pattered softly against my window as I brewed tea, a small ritual to quiet the silence. A knock came, gentle, unhurried. I thought it was a neighbor, or a misplaced delivery. But when I opened the door, it was her. She stood there trembling, holding a small box. Inside were pieces of me I'd left behind, a key, a concert ticket, a birthday note, a photograph of us caught in unguarded joy. "I'm not here to ask for anything," she said quietly. "I just didn't know where else to go." I stepped aside, and she entered, hesitant, as if the place that once felt like home was now foreign. We sat in silence, one that carried years of unspoken words. Then she whispered, "I didn't replace you." "I thought you did," I murmured. "I tried," she admitted. "I tried to forget, to fill the emptiness, but no one felt like you. No one felt like home." Her voice cracked. "I didn't realize how empty life sounded without you until you were gone. I hurt you, not by what I did, but by what I stopped doing. I stopped showing up. I stopped trying. And by the time I saw it, you were already gone. I don't blame you. I wouldn't have stayed either." She pulled a letter from her coat. "I wrote this the night you left," she said, placing it on the table. "I couldn't send it. I didn't think I deserved to. I don't expect forgiveness. I just needed you to know I never stopped loving you. I just forgot how to show it." I said nothing. Not because I felt nothing, but because what I felt was too vast to name. There were no grand gestures, no dramatic confessions, just two people sitting in the fragile space between what was and what might still be. She stood slowly. "I'll go," she said, her voice trembling. "I'm sorry." She paused at the door, then turned. "Even if we never speak again, thank you for choosing peace. It showed me what I lost when I stopped choosing us." Then she left, the letter still on the table. I didn't read it right away. When I finally did, hours later, every word pressed against scars I thought had healed. She wrote of fear, of self-destruction, of the guilt of being loved so deeply yet not knowing how to return it. At the end, she wrote, "Asterisk if you found peace, I hope I never disturb it. But if any part of you still remembers us, I'll be here, not to fix everything, but to try honestly this time. Asterisk." I don't know what comes next. I don't know if her words are enough, if I'll ever open that door again, or if peace and love can coexist. But I know this, sometimes, the people who break you return carrying the fragments they didn't realize they had kept. And it's up to you to decide whether those pieces will help mend you or shatter you all over again.